Hello children, good morning to everyone. Today we are going to study about the abiotic resources part 4. In this video we will study about the degradation of soil and conservation of soil. In the last video we have studied about soil and the factors affecting the formation of soil. So let's begin with the recapitulation of the part 3. In the part 3 we will study about soil. Yes, soil is a thin layer of material covering the earth's surface. Soil has all the properties to sustain life. It has water available for plants and animals and air spaces for them to breathe. Thus, soil is a habitat of many species of animals and plants. It forms a firm and good support to plants, which get rooted in it. It supplies various nutrients to plants which are essential for their growth. Insects, reptiles, microorganisms, and even some rodents have their homes in the soil. Along with this, we have studied about the factors affecting the formation of soil. They are parent rock, relief, flora and fauna, climate, and time. So let's begin today's session with the degradation of soil. Soil covers the surface of the earth, that is topsoil, which is fertile. Part is carried away by the strong winds, rainfall, etc. This is called as soil erosion. Soil erosion makes the land barren. Soil has certain properties such as fertility, ability to retain air and moisture that enhances the agricultural production. But when any of these properties is diminished or increased, soil erosion takes place. Under the condition of soil erosion, soil is robbed of fertility and plants fail to grow. The kind and degree of soil erosion depends a lot upon the structure and texture of the soil. So let's discuss about the factors which are responsible for causing soil erosion. They are uncontrolled runoff of surface water, overgrazing of land, improper farming techniques, deforestation, overuse of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, landslides, floods, strong wind and rainfall, and human activities. So dear children, I'll explain you about some causes of soil degradation in detail now. So first cause is due to overgrazing of animals. Animals eat away the grass which holds the soil. This leaves the soil exposed to the agents of weathering. Second one is deforestation. It means cutting down of trees. The rising rate of deforestation has increased soil erosion. More and more trees are being cut to build houses, roads, bridges, and dams. We must take steps to prevent soil erosion by planting more and more trees. Tree roots help to hold the soil together. This stops rainwater and wind from carrying away the topsoil. Next main cause is improper method of cultivation. Ploughing up and down on the slopes increases surface runoff. Thus, counter and terrace farming is an effective method to check soil erosion in the hills. The last cause of soil degradation, that is natural agent. Heavy rains, landslides and floods are the natural cause of soil erosion. So let's discuss about the soil conservation now. The preservation, protection and efficient utilization of soil resources is known as soil conservation. It is also useful for the efficient management of land, particularly for the development of rural areas in India. If carefully managed, soil is a sustainable resource. Soil which has taken centuries to form can be lost in no time if not carefully managed. Various techniques to prevent and minimize soil erosion are as follows. So let's start one by one now. First is afforestation, mulching to control overgrazing, counter barriers, rotation of crops, counter ploughing, terrace farming, construction of dams and intercropping. So let's discuss about these methods in detail now. First is afforestation. Afforestation means planting trees on an area of land in order to form a forest. Afforestation is the process of planting trees or sowing seeds in a barren land devoid of any trees to create a forest. Under these methods, rows of trees are planted at short distances in the farms to provide shelter belt. It is mainly used in coastal and dry regions. Erosion of soil by wind can be prevented by planting trees. Trees act as a wind breakers and also check the advancement of deserts towards the fertile lands. Afforestation helps in check the overuse of natural resources such as soil. It also helps in reducing soil erosion and it improves the soil structure. Next method is mulching. A mulch is a layer of material applied to the surface of soil. In this method, organic matter such as straw, grass, etc. are used to cover the bare grounds between the rows of plant. It helps soil to retain the moisture. Next is to control overgrazing. Overgrazing occurs when plants are exposed to extensive grazing for the extended period of time or without sufficient recovery period. So, overgrazing must be checked properly. Fodder should be raised as a crop because the free movement of animals uses soil particle. Next method is counter barriers. Counter barriers are the counter strips which intercept downslope flowing water and soil particles. These barriers slow down the water movement and reduce its erosive force. This method is mainly used in the hilly areas. Glass, stone, etc. are used to build counter barriers. Trenches are made in front of barriers to collect the water. Next is rotation of crops. The practice of growing crops in succession on the same land, chiefly to preserve the productive capacity of soil, is called as crop rotation, or this is an agriculture practice to maintain soil fertility. It involves the growing of two or more crops alternatively. It maintains the mineral content of soil and retains its fertility. So in this method, different crops are grown in alternate phase. This is because different crops need different elements from the soil. Now next is terrace farming. Terrace farming is a method of farming that consists of different steps or terraces that were built on the slopes of mountain. This method of soil conservation is mainly used on the steep slopes. In this method, broad flat terraces are made on the steep slopes to cultivate different crops. These terraces control surface runoff and soil erosion. In some areas, ditches are also provided behind the terraces to allow drainage. Now, construction of dams. Dams are constructed to slow down the flowing of water. Rocks are piled up to slow down the flow of water. It helps in preventing soil loss and formation of the gills. Last method is intercropping. In this method, different crops are grown in alternate rows and are sown at the different times to protect the soil from the rain wash. I hope children you have understood about the different methods of soil conservation. Thank you everyone. Have a great day ahead.